Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and guys, welcome to this very important video where I will be saying you one thing guys, do not read reports for the phase 1 of the examination of RBI. You guys will be kidding to me that sir, are you serious? No reports for the phase 1 of the examination. Yes guys, I am serious, do not read reports for the phase 1 of the examination. What are those students who should not read the reports for the phase 1 of the examination? I will be explaining that also. Now, there will be many students who will be watching this video who is of that opinion. No sir, I cannot leave the report. I have to read the report. But please give me a smart strategy sir, because I have to read the report. But guys, for those also this video will be helpful, where I will be first of all telling you what are those students who should not read the report at this point of time for the phase 1 of the examination. Second part where I will be explaining that if you want to read a report, what should be the best strategy to read the reports for the examination. But before I talk about this video guys, before I talk about the reports, I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to this comprehensive guidebook that we have prepared for you. Where guys, in this guidebook, you will be getting the new syllabus of the RBI, the sources with which you guys can cover this syllabus, and the most important thing is guys, the previous year question papers. So yes guys, because analyzation is the key when you proceed towards the examination. For analyzation, PYQs is the best thing, and you are getting these PYQs in this guidebook, which is absolutely free. Again, I'm repeating guys, these are absolutely free. You just have to download this guidebook. The link for that is given in the description below, and your PYQs will be next to you. Now guys, let me start the thing here that why you should not read a report. For here, I will be first of all telling you that what's the weightage of the report with respect to schemes. Now this is the dilemma here. Why I am saying leave the report? So this is the thing guys, because you always get confused, scheme or report. Which one to pick, which one to leave. So for those students, if you are in that dilemma guys, I will be explaining you which one to pick. Then the next thing is same, how to choose which one shall I pick for the examination. Now coming to my second part, if you are on that opinion that sir, no sir, I want to read a report, give me a smart strategy. What could be a smart strategy? Let's talk about that. First is that, first of all, which report you have to cover for the examination. We will be discussing about that. Then I will be discussing with you that what are the dimensions that you should cover for the report. If you are preparing for the examination, just within this 35-40 days, आप बहुत आराम से इन reports को पढ़ लोगे. Then guys, I will be telling you the source for reading this report, and at the end guys, I will be sharing with you a list of the report also. Cover these reports guys, and I am assuring you a short question can be expected on these reports based on the past year analysis. Now first of all, let me talk about the first point that I've started, do not read report. For that, let me give you a conclusion for that guys. Why I am saying do not read reports. So you can see behind me, if I talk about from schemes and reports, the question from schemes are 10 to 12 questions are being asked in the phase 1 of the examination. And on the reports other hand guys, just 3 to 5 questions are asked in the examination. So I will say, if you are strong in schemes, strong in ESI current affairs, strong in GA, then you can take a risk here. You can leave the reports for the examination. Yes guys, it's a risk taking ability, but the point is the risk that you're taking here is it would be beneficial for you, because I will not say for this 3 to 5 marks start reading this thing and leave the other important topics like the current affairs and this thing that is scheme. You should not leave this thing. That's the point number 1. Now coming to my conclusion here, if I say do not read a report, what's the conclusion for that? Focus should be given on government schemes, as I've just shown you that schemes play a much more important role than reports in the RBI examination. Now is the second point, that is sir, if you have just told कि ठीक है schemes पढ़ लीजिए, but what about reports? Shall I read or shall I leave? क्योंकि ये तो आपने starting में बोला है कि आप reports छोड़ दो. Now what is the criteria shall I leave or read? क्योंकि मुझे क्यों छोड़ने reports, मुझे नहीं पढ़नी. What should be my criteria for that? The criteria for that is guys, if you are weak in schemes, I will say these are the students who should not read a report. I'm again saying I would be advising you on my past year examination analysis as well as on my own preparation when I have given this examination. Do not start wasting your time on reading lot and lot of reports. Completely leave the reports and start reading schemes. That's the point. That is for those students, if you are weak in schemes, guys, leave the reports. What could be a best strategy for reading the schemes, guys? You can watch my this video where I have told you within this short span of time what should be the best strategy to read the schemes which will be giving you maximum return of output. And the most important thing is, guys, here I have given you a secret also. That is a list of schemes I have also presented you here, which is the most important schemes for this year's examination. Now, let me talk to the second part of the students who are saying, sir, I am not weak in schemes. I have been thorough with the schemes. Now, I have a small short of span of time which is left before the phase 1 of the examination. What should be my strategy for reading the reports? For those guys, I will be saying, yes, you guys should read a report, but it should be read in a smart manner. What is the smart manner here? For that, the first point is which report you have to read for the examination. The answer is quite simple, guys. Do not go for 5 months. Read the reports of 3 months. Now again you will be asking me, sir, are you kidding us? पहले आपने बोला रिपोर्ट्स पढ़ो ही मत, अब आप बोल रहे हो कि सिर्फ 3 महीने की रिपोर्ट पढ़ो. माजरा क्या है सर? माजरा सिंपल दोस्तों ये है, 5 नहीं 3 पढ़ लो. क्यों? क्योंकि प्रीवियसली इफ आई टॉक अबाउट देयर वर अराउंड 5 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम रिपोर्ट्स एंड आउट ऑफ दिस 5, 4 questions were asked from these 3 months, which means maximum return of output from a minimum short span of time. If I just give you an example here, you can see behind me, guys, there was question on the state of world's forest report that has been asked in the examination, and then there was a question on the National Family Health Survey that has been asked in the examination. So if I talk about from the perspective of state of world's forest report, you can see this is a report being launched on 2nd of May. Examination is 29th of May. Now see, these 3 months, 50% तो यहीं पे ठीक हो गया. अब आते हैं थर्ड पॉइंट के ऊपर, नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे. नाउ वी आर ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्टिंग नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे, सर नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ रिपोर्ट्स आर देयर. ठीक है, कैसे पढ़ूं? सारी पढ़ने बैठ जाऊं? नहीं जी, देखो, इट्स बीइंग सीन इन न्यूज ऑन 5th of May. एग्जामिनेशन इज ऑन 29th of May, which means reading the reports of 3 months, maximum return of output is there. That's the smart strategy number 1. Second point in this smart strategy is, now within these 3 months, which report you should read for the examination. First of all, guys, I will say read those reports which are released by national and international organizations that are related to your syllabus. Okay, related to syllabus, where to get the syllabus? The guidebook link is given here. Take up, download that, syllabus will be given to you. So read the reports released by these organizations, but it should be related to your syllabus. Then the second are read the reports of national organizations that are related to your syllabus, like Niti Aayog. If I talk about the various ministries who are releasing a report, that should be read. Now the third point, whether these will be enough. Third is, guys, miscellaneous reports that are seen in news. Now you must be wondering here, so what are these miscellaneous reports? We understand World Bank, WTO, we understand Niti Aayog, but what are these miscellaneous reports? These are those reports, guys, first of all, they are not being seen on a monthly basis. Second point is, they are those reports which are released with some specific vision by the government of India. For example, National Education Policy, National Family Health Survey. Then if I talk about, these are the reports which you should read for the examination, but the criteria is they should be seen in news. As I've just shown you, there was a question on National Family Health Survey. National Family Health Survey में question आया है, but वो क्यों आया है? Reason behind that. Shall I start it in the whole National Family Health Survey? No, guys, because the latest edition was released in the month of May. 3 months criteria, follow it here. That would be enough. Now, if I talk about here, let's bring back to the same question that I just discussed with you. So, State of World's Forest Report. These are the reports released by international organizations, that is Food and Agriculture Organization. Similarly, National Family Health Survey, it's a miscellaneous report that has been released. And in this miscellaneous reports, 2 other reports which are very important are Union Budget and Economic Survey, that is defined in your syllabus. Now, let me bring to the second important strategy, that is the dimensions you have to read for the reports. What should be a smart strategy here, guys? I will not say, guys, start cramming the report. I will say go with the dimensions. Basic dimension is, first of all, is so you should be thorough about The releasing body. Who is releasing the report? Because this is a very basic question and it's a kind of free for number है यार. कैसे देखो, state of world forest report. आपको सिर्फ पहला पता होता, without emphasizing, without giving much effort to a report, just this basic dimension, your question can be solved. Then if I move further on, if I talk about, that's the second part is about the report. So here you should be thorough about the parameters on which that report is made. It's not that each and every report is decided on a parameter. So if there is a report where no parameters are given, I will say leave about the report. ठीक है, एडिशन क्या है उस पर ज्यादा इंफोसिस मत करना, बिकॉज बहुत लेस प्रोबेबिलिटी, अगर एक आधा क्वेश्चन आ भी जाएगा तो यू कैन लीव दैट क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. बट मेजर रिपोर्ट कोई फर्स्ट टाइम आया है, 50th रिपोर्ट आई है, तो वो याद रख लेना. दैट्स द एडिशन यू शुड रिमेंबर. Otherwise, I will say, guys, do not focus more on addition, focus more on the parameters under the about the report. Then is the next part, that is with respect to the major portion where you always get confused, with respect to the rankings and findings. So guys, you will see some reports like World Happiness Report, World Press Freedom Report, where the rankings are given here. So there I will say, focus on this thing. Global and India specific ranking. Global है मतलब क्या याद रखना आपको? टॉप 3 और आई विल से बॉटम 3. अगर टॉप 3 बॉटम 3 भी नहीं होते या तो टॉप और बॉटम याद कर लो. नहीं होते ना टॉप 3 बॉटम 3, तो रिमेंबर ओनली द टॉप एंड द बॉटम. एंड द थर्ड इज इंडिया स्पेसिफिक रैंकिंग. सो फॉर दैट आई विल से गाइस, मेक अ टेबल, ठीक है, ऑफ द रिपोर्ट्स व्हिच आर सीन इन पास्ट 3 months वेयर इंडियाज रैंक इज मेंशन्ड. जस्ट मेक अ टेबल, रैंक ऑफ इंडिया एंड स्टार्ट रिवाइजिंग इट. दैट्स द थिंग हियर. इतना बेसिक कर लो, बहुत है. अब आते हैं हमारा नेक्स्ट थिंग के ऊपर. There are some reports which are not based on some rankings, but there are some findings that have been given here. How to read these reports? Because here always students got confused. Now I will say, guys, read these points very smartly. I will not say start cramming each and every figure. Only read that point where the major impact has been shown on global level. Which means if it is talking about कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में इतने वेटलैंड्स हैं, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द रिपोर्ट, पूरे वर्ल्ड में इतने वेटलैंड्स हैं, रिमेंबर ओनली दैट नंबर. इट्स नॉट दैट स्टार्ट रिमेंबरिंग के एशिया में इतने हैं, अफ्रीका में इतने हैं, वो नहीं पढ़ना. वर्ल्ड में कितने हैं, दैट शुड बी इनफ. दैट्स द स्मार्ट रीडिंग ऑन द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ की फाइंडिंग्स हियर. ऑन इंडिया स्पेसिफिक, रेफर टू द थिंग व्हाट इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू इंडिया, की इंडिया क्या कर रहा है, इंडिया में क्या क्या रिकमेंड किया है, तो वो चीज याद रखना है. नाउ कमिंग टू द थर्ड पॉइंट, दैट इज रिकमेंडेशंस. इफ देयर इज अ ग्लोबल रिकमेंडेशन, गाइस, do not read those recommendations. If there is India specific recommendations with no specific factual point, with no specific data point has been mentioned, that for example, if a report says we are recommending that India should implement this policy by 2070, that 2070 point is important. Otherwise, so I will say completely leave the recommendations. Okay, that's the thing here. That's the point here. Now, if I talk about from the perspective of key findings, you can say state of world forest report. Here you can again see the question that has been asked. Global in terms of percentage of global land area, which means it is talking about the whole world. This is the point you have to read on priority. Otherwise, अगर कोई state region specific है, उसको यहाँ पे छोड़ सकते हो unless and until उस region ने वहां पे टॉप किया है. That's the point here. Okay. Now I hope you have understood that what are the dimensions you have to read for the scheme. Now let's come towards the next part, that is which source, guys, you have to read for a scheme. Sorry, not scheme, report. क्योंकि scheme तो मैंने बोला है ना कि अगर आती है, अगर नहीं आती तो रिपोर्ट तो पढ़नी ही नहीं है. अगर रिपोर्ट, अगर स्कीम आती है तो यस, ये स्मार्ट स्ट्रेटेजी यूज कर लेनी है. नाउ कमिंग टू द सोर्स, गाइस, आई विल से डू नॉट गो ऑन मल्टीपल न्यूज़पेपर्स, जस्ट रीड मंथली कंपाइलेशंस, दैट्स इट. डू नॉट गो to any newspaper. I will not be advising to start reading Live Mint, start reading Hindu, start reading Down to Earth, or start reading any kind of newspapers. No, guys, no executive summary, because the time is very less. You just have 35 to 40 days left before the examination, and I should not be giving you false hope. Start reading reports from multiple sources. It would be really helpful. It's a sheer time wastage. For these 3 to 5 marks, if you are reading multiple sources, you are wasting your time, which you can devote on your other on your other topics. So that should be a thing. Just start reading monthly compilations, and if I give you how we are helping you on that, again I will say do not worry, guys. Monthly compilation, आपको एक proper reports की compilation हम दे रहे हैं. That is the reports compilation, where the reports of national organizations, international organizations are covered here. Do not need to worry here. The reports will be covered here. Now, आफ्टर दैट गाइस अलॉन्ग विद, अगर आप कोई और भी कंपाइलेशन पढ़ रहे हो तो यू कैन रीड, बट इट शुड बी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द RBI examination or with respect to regulatory bodies. That should be prime thing here. Now the next thing is guys, I've told you about the sources. Next is the reports you cannot miss. Yes, now let's conclude this thing कि मैं आपको बोलूंगा वो reports जो which I have analyzed from the past 5 years examination that you should not miss for the examination. What's the point? The points are, first of all, refer to those reports which are mentioned in your syllabus. Yes, सिलेबस आई हैव टोल्ड यू, गाइड बुक है ना आपके पास, तो देखो ये रिपोर्ट्स वहां पे मेंशन की हुई हैं. बजट, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे, ट्रेंड्स एंड प्रोग्रेस ऑफ बैंक इन इंडिया रिपोर्ट, फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी रिपोर्ट, वर्ल्ड डेवलपमेंट रिपोर्ट, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक आउटलुक, RBI एनुअल रिपोर्ट. नाउ दिस इज द रिपोर्ट दे हैव मेंशनड हियर. आई विल गिव यू स्मार्ट स्ट्रेटजी हियर आल्सो. डू नॉट रीड ऑल these रिपोर्ट्स. Left, leave these reports. Trends and progress of bank in India report, financial stability report, RBI annual report. Now you will again be telling me, सर आप मजाक कर रहे हो, RBI का पेपर है, RBI की रिपोर्ट, और आपने RBI एनुअल रिपोर्ट बोला पढ़नी नहीं है. नहीं पढ़नी, आज नहीं पढ़नी. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी इनका लेटेस्ट एडिशन आना है. द लेटेस्ट एडिशन वी इज एक्सपेक्टेड दैट इट वुड बी लॉन्च्ड बाय द एंड ऑफ जून. तो जून में आएगा, तो दिस इज द टाइम. जब लेटेस्ट एडिशन आ जाएगा तो उसका एक शॉर्ट समरी पढ़ लेना, दैट्स वुड बी इनफ. बाकी अभी आज आपको, जब आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हो, आपको ये तीनों रिपोर्ट्स नहीं पढ़नी है, बिकॉज दीज आर द ओल्ड वंस. डू नॉट रीड देम. रीड वर्ल्ड डेवलपमेंट रिपोर्ट, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक आउटलुक. गाइस, इंडियाज प्रोजेक्शन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ग्लोबल प्रोजेक्शन, इंडिया प्रोजेक्शन, इतना ही यहां पे याद करना. IMF याद कर लेना जिसकी रिपोर्ट है, ठीक है. देन बजट एंड इकोनॉमिक सर्वे. हियर अगेन आई विल नॉट से गो टू मल्टीपल डॉक्यूमेंट्स, रीड द होल डॉक्यूमेंट. नो, गो विद अ स्मॉल स्ट्रेटेजी. आई हैव मेड अ यूट्यूब वीडियोस. अगेन आई कैन अश्योर यू, ठीक है जी, बेसिक सॉल्यूशन मैं आपको दे रहा हूं. आई हैव मेड अ प्रॉपर डिटेल वीडियोस ऑन बोथ बजट एंड इकोनॉमिक सर्वे. यू कैन वॉच दैट वीडियोस. That could be helpful there with respect to these things. Now, coming to those reports which are released by national and international organizations which are important this year for the examination. They are World Development Report, I've just told you. Global Report on Food Crisis, which are released by Food and Agriculture Organization. World Press Freedom Index, because India has basically criticized this report, but you should remember about the rank of India. Then is Report on Currency and Finance, RBI. This is again a report, guys. This year they have mentioned it in the syllabus, but I will say इसको थोड़ा सा बेसिक याद कर लो. That is this report. State Energy Efficiency Index of Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So this year sustainable development and environmental issues can play a very important role, guys. Then Tiger Census, NTCA, recent Tiger Census have been launched. It's been launched after 4 years. So this is very important. Logistic Performance Index. If I talk about very important report is, from where we can expect a question is, that is first water body census. I myself have taken a session on this thing in my PIB videos. Watch that video. You can watch it from there. After that, अगर आपके पास report step है, तो there also this is covered in detail there. So water census bodies. Then is, if I talk about undernourished and overlooked, a global nutrition crisis. It's a report released by UNICEF, not by WHO. तो यहाँ पे ध्यान रखना. वुमेन बिजनेस एंड लॉ इंडेक्स, वर्ल्ड बैंक विल टॉकिंग अबाउट द जेंडर पैरिटी, तो वहां की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. वर्ल्ड हैप्पीनेस रिपोर्ट, गाइस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिपोर्ट, ठीक है. इंडिया हैव इंप्रूव्ड द रैंक हियर, सो दैट्स द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. दैट इज वर्ल्ड हैप्पीनेस रिपोर्ट, यू शुड रिमेंबर हियर. देन इज वुमेन एंड मैन इन इंडिया रिपोर्ट. So these are reports which are released with respect to the Indian organizations or Indian ministries. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Women and Men India report. Annual status of education in India, that is by the Pratham organization. Now here you guys will be discussing that sir education तो syllabus का part नहीं है, फिर क्यों पढ़नी है? Guys, this is a report which is not just focusing on education, it is focusing on other sectors also. That is with respect to women participation, boys participation, girls participation. This is talking about that also. This is talking about minority status also. That is with respect to SC, ST and OBCs. What is the education level? So this is with respect to social justice also. That this report is important. So you should go through this report. Then if I talk about next is maternal mortality, gender issues, very important. So this is a report released by multi organizations. Report on global trans fat emission, that is WHO's report. All India Survey on Higher Education, same logic applies, which is applied to ASCI, that you should remember. Global risk report, and I will say world social report. So these are the most important reports which you should not miss for the examination. So guys, this was all about your session. ठीक है, अब इसको conclude करते हैं that if you are reading a report, what should be a strategy for reading a report? I will say, first of all, devote at least 30 minutes for your reports a day. So at least 30 minutes so daily you should read a report. If you are reading a one report also ना 15 reports मैंने आपको भेजी है 15 दिनों में ही हो जाएंगी, तो बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम भी नहीं लगेगा और बहुत आराम से कर भी लोगे. That's the point here. Point number 2 is, do not, again I am saying, do not go to multiple sources, start reading compilations, because compilation is one thing. I will not say guys start in executive summary. Executive summary read करने से better क्या है, आप यहाँ पे जाके MCQ solve कर लीजिए. Solve as much MCQs as you can. That's the thing here. Then the third point here is guys, how to revise, how to retain this report. I will say revise the reports every time when you start reading the new report. For example, let's say on Monday you have read this world development report. On Tuesday you have to start with the world economic outlook. So on Tuesday, before proceeding with this world economic outlook, give at least 10 minutes to yourself, close down your notebook and start revising what the things that you have read with respect to world development report. So this is an exercise you have to done it on daily basis. So this was all about your session guys, where we have discussed starting from the thing that first of all, so you should not read a report. I have told you which are those students who should completely skip reading the report. Then if you are on that part of mind where you want to read a report, ठीक है, आपके पास time है और आप पढ़ सकते हो, तो what should be a strategy? I've discussed that which reports you have to read. I've discussed the dimensions also, sources also, list of report has been I have given to you. So take a printout of that thing, okay? And for taking out the printout, the PDF will be available to you on our Telegram channel, the link for which is given in the description below. Again guys, I will say if you have liked the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel also, so that you could get the latest updates with respect to the examination. And still guys, if you have any kind of doubt, you could drop me an email at hello@edutap.co.in, or you could even have a call with me on the number 81462 07241. So wishing you all the best for the examination guys. Keep working hard, keep preparing hard, and I hope to see you clear this examination. Bye-bye.